Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. You can follow me on Twitter, of course, at Movies TV Mad, and welcome to Monday's edition of the Doctor Who Daily. And we have a little bit of an update about Series 13 at long last. Doctor Who Season 13 trailer teaser. Jodie Whittaker hacks the BBC broadcast. I actually thought this was brilliant. After months and months and weeks of people bitching about no marketing, no this, no that, well, it's starting, and it looks like Doctor Who Series 13 will hit our screens at the end of October, and I personally am very excited to see the final act of Chibnall's vision for Doctor Who and the final time of Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. But of course, this isn't the end. These 6 episodes aren't the end. She's doing a couple of specials in 2022 to wrap up her Doctor Who arc, and I personally am interested and intrigued to see how the Timeless Children arc actually wraps up. A new teaser trailer for the upcoming Doctor Who Season 13 sees the Doctor hack into the BBC Saturday night broadcast, asking, "Can you hear me?" by Cheyenne Allen of Screen Rant. A brand new teaser for Doctor Who Season 13 was broadcast on Saturday night on BBC One. Doctor Who is returning for a reduced 13th season of just 6 episodes later this year. Now this is very interesting because they make the point it's reduced, because it is reduced. We were supposed to get 8 or 9 episodes. That's what they said at Comic-Con at home. And then they reduced it to 6 episodes, which is freaking strange. I'm assuming they reduced it because they later made the decision about the 2 specials in 2022, which I'm fine with. I think after they finished negotiating with Russell, he said, listen, I'm not ready to do this yet. So that's probably when they thought, well, we've got to have Doctor Who in 2022. 2 feature-length episodes will do very nicely. Thank you very much. The season will be Jodie Whittaker's 3rd and final outing as the 13th incarnation of the Doctor, as she's set to exit the sci-fi series in 2022. After a trio of specials, current showrunner Chris Chibnall will also be leaving the show in 2022, as it was recently announced that Russell T Davies, who originally pioneered the revival of Doctor Who in 2005, will be replacing him for the 60th anniversary and beyond. Now, 2022, I think, is the centennial year, bicentennial year, or whatever it's called, for the BBC. And obviously, the trio, not 2, the trio of Doctor Who specials in 2022 for Jodie's final run will celebrate that as well. So very, very special, and I'm excited for it. The first trailer for Doctor Who Season 13 was shown at SDCC 2021, revealing that the season will be unique in that it will focus on one continual story instead of the show's traditional Monster of the Week format. Now, by the way, we used to have this in Classic Who, didn't we? Just focusing on one story. And as a kid, I loved the cliffhanger, so I'm looking forward to that. The upcoming season will see the return of Whittaker and companion Yaz, Mandip Gill, and will also introduce new character Dan, played by stand-up comedian John Bishop. Game of Thrones Jacob Anderson, I'm intrigued about that character as well, by the way, who's actually got his own ship, which looks pretty cool. Played by stand-up comedian John Bishop. Game of Thrones Jacob Anderson is also confirmed to be playing a recurring character called Vinda. With the latest season of Doctor Who set to release in late 2021, anticipation has been steadily building for the next big trailer. Now, a teaser for the new series has aired on BBC One, the channel that shows Doctor Who in the UK. The short teaser via Doctor Who Space on Twitter is comprised of a few short seconds of TV static in which the Doctor fades in and out, asking, "Can you hear me?" in a panicked voice. Watch the video below. So this is very, very cool. So let's see if we can see this.
Can you hear me?
So it's really cool. Really, really cool. I like that. And they did a similar thing with Capaldi, I think, back in his final season or the season previous to that. And that went down with fans really well as well. Though just a few short seconds, this teaser suggests that an official full-length trailer for Doctor Who Season 13 is coming very soon. It was broadcast just before the start of the popular British dance competition Strictly Come Dancing, which draws in millions of viewers every Saturday. The teaser's primetime spot suggests that the BBC wants to build up as much hype for the new series as possible, indicating that there won't be long to wait before more is revealed. With Doctor Who Season 13's different one-story format, there will be plenty of opportunities to tell a story that's fresh and exciting and emotional to give 13 the send-off that she deserves. Though little is known about the plot just yet, the full trailer will give more of an idea of what to expect. Hopefully the arrival of this new teaser means that it will only be a matter of weeks before Doctor Who is back on screen again, and I can't wait. So, what will we get in Series 13? Now, we've heard Reddit leaks about her returning to Gallifrey. Now, we know Gallifrey was destroyed, so how is that possible? Will she be going back to the charred remains of Gallifrey? I'm not too sure. I don't know if they're going to reference the Timeless Children in these 6 episodes, seeing it's focused on one story. Is the story the Timeless Children or something else? Will he just ignore the Timeless Children until the triple final feature-length episodes in 2022? Could be the case, might not be the case. I think they'll refer to the Timeless Children, but I think he's really going to focus on that in the triple bill in 2022. I think that's what they're looking to do. But who knows? Because it looks like they already filmed a lot of this stuff before they decided to do the triple bill of Jodie's final run as the Doctor in 2022. So that's interesting as well. You know what I was thinking about Jo Martin's Doctor? What if she's just a figment of the 13th Doctor's imagination? Think about it. Have the others actually seen Jo Martin's Doctor? I can't remember. I'm going to have to go back and watch the episode. But if it's Jodie with other unrelated characters to the TARDIS team who have only seen her, maybe it's all a figment of the 13th Doctor's imagination. So we'll have to wait and see for that. I think that will be a cheap stunt by Chibnall. I wouldn't put it past him. But yeah, this is the thing. Even if you don't like the Chibnall-Jodie era, it has set up a lot of intriguing, interesting questions. You know, is Jodie's Doctor the timeless child? Was the Master lying? We simply don't know, and the only way we're going to find out is if we tune into these 6 episodes and then the triple bill of episodes in 2022. It's incredibly interesting for me, and I am excited personally. Russell T Davies at the moment will be busy thinking about who he's going to cast as the next Doctor, if basically maybe he's already decided. There's a good chance that he will cast an LGBTQ actor, and I don't want to hear this mumblings of discontent about these things. I know there's people out there that think that only a white straight male should play James Bond. Only a white straight male should play the Doctor. That's simply not right at all. And my issues with Chibnall's and Jodie's era of Doctor Who was never the fact that she was a woman. I was disappointed that Jodie wasn't given the stage by Chris Chibnall to do something magnificent. That is bad representation. That is bad inclusion, and people should be upset about that. You can't just merely cast a minority or a woman or an LGBTQ actor. They must be given the stage. Jodie Whittaker, no matter what you think of her, is a very good actor who's been acting for many, many years on the stage and on television. She's a highly respected actor and simply was never given her own version of the Doctor to mould. And that is absolutely disappointing, and I'm gutted for Jodie about that. Of course, she's never going to admit that, and Chibnall is never going to admit that. But you know what? I do think we are going to be pleasantly surprised about Series 13 and the final 3 episodes in 2022. I have a feeling that it's going to be a lot better and a lot more satisfying than people think. There's no question, apart from the record-breaking ratings for Jodie's first episode, The Woman Who Fell to Earth, ratings have been crumbling very quickly. They have not been able to sell the DVDs, Blu-rays and the merch like they wanted. There's no denying that. And that's not me coming at you from a Fandom Menace agenda. I'm not part of the Fandom Menace. I'm telling you the truth here. Enough people just haven't been inspired for this version of the Doctor. And that must be laid on Chris Chibnall's door. It's nothing to do with her being a woman. It's nothing to do with it. The Doctor is a character who can regenerate into anyone or anything. That's it. That's the gig. And if you don't like that, you're going to have to skip a few seasons. We know that Russell T Davies has been doing a lot of work writing LGBTQ dramas. So, and they've been, you know, highly praised and critiqued really well. He's a great writer, and he may cast a woman. He may cast a gay actor or a transgender actor, and you shouldn't be offended by that. Russell T Davies will cast a great actor no matter how they identify as. There's no need to be offended, because that says something about you. That doesn't say something about Chris Chibnall because he cast Jodie Whittaker. Now, I personally think there were more suitable females to cast in this role than Jodie Whittaker. But to be fair to Jodie, she's a really good actor, and she simply wasn't given her own unique take on this character. So my annoyance was never about her gender. Never. Right? It's about, you know, giving that person enough material, and Russell T Davies always did it with both his Doctors. Stephen Moffat did it with both his Doctors. He gave us one of the best masters of all time, who was played by a woman. Brilliant. You know, Ab Gomez is a fantastic master. She may be the best master. That's something we can debate on another video. But it should never, ever offend you that a minority or a woman or a gay person or someone from the transgender community, you know, is playing the Doctor. As long as they have the credentials as actors and they're going to give us something special. And that's all I ever asked of Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. You know, give us something special like the other actors have. And she simply wasn't given the material, enough clay to mould to do that. And that has been the disappointing fact about Jodie's Doctor. Jodie's Doctor, in my eyes, is a bit of an inconsistent Doctor, because sometimes she'll have really, really good episodes and you think, wow, that's my Doctor, let's do this again. You see her in another episode and she's a bit cringy, it doesn't work. We know that controversial episode when Graham fears his cancer's returned, and she made a point of saying she feels awkward, she feels uncomfortable in these situations. Now that kind of thing should be displayed within the writing without you having to hammer that home. But I think most versions of the Doctor would have been at least sympathetic. And being a doctor of everything, because the Doctor knows a lot about the human anatomy, the Doctor should have even examined Graham, right? That was a mistake. That was a mistake. That was them trying to prove that she is a bona fide, valid Doctor, and awkward and quirky like the ones we've seen in the past. And you don't do it like that. The mistake was in the writing. It had nothing to do with Jodie's gender or her qualities as the Doctor. It had all to do with them. And this is where she's been let down. And so we have two brand new companions. I forgot their names now, but we've got two brand new companions. One's a former stand-up comic, very famous guy. I think he's going to be great, and I think this guy from Game of Thrones is going to be great. I love the fact, what's his name, Ravi, or whatever his name is, right? He's got his own spaceship. That's exciting. Could be a new age version of Captain Jack Harkness, because John Barrowman is in a lot of trouble with his career now. He's just been fired from ITV as well. I'm sorry for him. I mean, my initial reaction when I didn't know exactly what he did was, you know, this is bad. You know, he kind of was linked in with Noel Clarke. But now when I think about it, and you shouldn't be dropping your kinks in front of everyone, it makes people feel uncomfortable. It's not professional behaviour. But I don't think it's something that a man should lose his career over. And that's a shame. Interestingly enough, I don't know if RTD can bring this guy back to Doctor Who, if he can help him. You know, RTD is very well respected in this industry, and if anyone can save John Barrowman, it's him, but we're just going to have to wait and see. But I do have a good feeling for season 13 of Doctor Who and the 3 feature-length episodes next year. I implore you to give it a chance. Let's finish this off with confidence and let's move on. We now know RTD is coming back. No one should have an issue with that. He is the man who brought it back so well. And Doctor Who now has an exciting future. This has been the Doctor Who Daily. I'm Mick, your host with the most. Just ask your girlfriends and your wives. And please comment, share, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss this perfection. So until tomorrow, where we'll have more Doctor Who Daily, I will bid you goodbye. Until tomorrow, goodbye.